I request Dr. David Honey to please come up on the stage to speak a few words. May I also request ISWA Vice President, Mr. Deepak Gupta, to accompany him on the stage. Dr. David Honey is a leader of WA Liberal Party and Shadow Minister for State Development, Energy, Hydrogen, Science, Innovation and ICT Water. He was elected to the 40th Parliament for Cottesloe and at the by-election in March 2018 and re-elected in 2021.
Thank you very much. Magnificent flowers, can I say, a beautiful bunch of native flowers. But to Mr. Satish Nair, who's the President of the Indian Society of Western Australia, to my parliamentary colleague, Dr. Tony Booty, to Mr. Basil Zemplis, Lord Mayor, to Mr. Amarjit Singh Taki, Consul General of India, to the Honourable Linda Reynolds, my Federal Liberal parliamentary colleague, to Mr. Sam Lim, Federal Member for Tangni, Mr. Zanetta Mascahensas, who's the Federal Member for Swan, to Yasmin Barakai, my good friend and colleague from the State Parliament, to Mr. Kevin Michel as well. I might say in Parliament people perceive that, perhaps we're at odds and different ends, but I can say that in fact we get on quite collegiately on all good things. Look, it's my real pleasure to come here today to celebrate Sangam 2022, and I think obviously the event this year is especially significant and important because we're also celebrating the 75th anniversary of the independence of India's independence. And it's a special tribute to the motherland to commemorate that special occasion. I would like to personally take this opportunity to thank the Indian Society of Western Australia for all the magnificent work they've done in putting together the event today. And I might say I observed some people coming up to the train today. I think it must be perhaps the most colourful train journey for many people that they've ever experienced. A special thanks to President Satish Nair, who has just done an enormous amount of work, but also his committee, who have just done such a wonderful job putting this event together. And the cultural significance of this event cannot be understated, cannot be overstated, I should say. And today we have over 300 acts here, and showcasing traditional art and culture, and I might say the energy level in the dances that we've seen to date is quite remarkable. Modern Australia is only what it is because of the contribution of all of the people who come to Australia, and the Indian community is becoming, in fact will become, the largest group of migrants to Australia, growing at over 5,000 people per year coming into Australia. And I might say, if you look at the broader picture of how Australia's relationship is going to develop with countries, there is no relationship more important to the future of Australia than the relationship that Australia and Western Australia has with India. And that is something that is going to be vitally important from a security point of view, but of course from a trade point of view, and also the wonderful exchange and I might say the wonderful migrants that we get into this country. I think something that is of interest in relation and speaks to the enterprise of the Indian community in Australia is that I'm informed now that Indian migrants are now the second highest migrant taxpayers in Australia. Now, some of you may feel that. You might say it's a dubious, but it does. It goes to the enormous enterprise and something I absolutely admire of the Indian community. Look, I think this is just a wonderful chance for us all to come together. I think it, as has been mentioned by the previous speakers, The cultural diversity of the Indian community and the energy of the Indian community is something that makes our whole society richer and our whole society better. I thank all of you for coming along today. I hope you and your families enjoy this event, and I thank you very much for inviting me and allowing me to be here. Thank you.